In the last 50 years, 9.5 million Mustangs have beautified the boulevards and harassed the highways of America. Everyone knows someone who's owned and loved a Mustang. This 66 coupe lives just 4 miles from me. And popularity like that takes a lot of affordable performance, and a lot of special editions. Mustang owners love special editions, almost as much as quarter miles and live rear axles. But the Mustang has an independent rear suspension these days, and it's just as comfortable on the track as the drag strip. Thankfully, the special editions are here to stay. This is the California Special. It's a name that first appeared in 1968 when California dealers realized that they accounted for about 20% of all Mustang sales. Playing off of custom car culture, it offered a group of cosmetic upgrades that made sure your pony car didn't get lost in the herd. It's been resurrected many times in the last 50 years, and for 2016 it takes the GT Premium, fastback or convertible, and adds unique 19-inch wheels, a unique front splitter and rear spoiler, black accents and badging on the glove box, fake filler cap and strut brace, and it continues inside with special trim and leather and micro-suede upholstery with contrast stitching. Now, I'm not usually a big fan of cosmetic-only packages, but this does a good job of creating a unique look for the Mustang, especially with this grille and more aggressive front splitter. One thing I wish it did have, though, was the GTCS and the stripes, like the original California Special. Now, that's the other thing that Mustang owners love. It's throwbacks. Although Ford doesn't call them throwbacks. Ford calls them heritage cues, like the LED indicators that they've put in the hood scoops of the GTs this year. Those first showed up in 67 and 68 Mustangs, and they were ridiculous then. And they're ridiculous now. I can't even see the passenger side one. And if you're much shorter than 6 feet, you can't see the driver's side one either, but I don't care. I love them. Now, speaking of throwbacks, now you can get the Mustang fitted with a 2.3-liter turbocharged 4. And that's a setup that was last available in 1986 with the SVO. So this year you can fit your turbo Mustang with a pony pack. That'll get you 19-inch polished wheels, side stripes, chrome trim for your windows, and a tri-bar grille too. It's really nice to see the Turbo 4 getting some attention here. The SVO was a hell of a car. My dad even owned one in '86, but that engine could barely manage 200 horsepower and 240 torque. Today's EcoBoost can wind out 300 of each, and those are numbers that the V8 Mustang aspired to not too long ago. Ford's also offering a black accent package for the GTs this year. That'll get you the blacked out treatment for your taillight trim, your spoiler, your badges, plus some unique 19-inch wheels. But more exciting is the fact that the performance package, the one that gets you the upgraded suspension, the bracing, the 6-piston Brembos, and the staggered width wheels with the limited slip differential, that's finally available in the convertible. Of course, this is the California Special, made for cruising in style, so it comes with the softer gentleman's suspension. Thankfully, it also comes with the 5-liter Coyote V8. Now, Mustang folks are notoriously resistant to change. Case in point, the previously mentioned live rear axle, but this new 5-liter, it's just better. It produces more power over a larger band than the old 3-valve 4.6-liter engine, and despite having 2 extra camshafts, an extra valve per cylinder, and extra counterweights, it still weighs the same as the old engine. With the old engine, peak horsepower and torque were separated by about 1,700 RPM. Here that's stretched to more than 2,200, and that's an extra 500 RPM of meaty power band. All this from a 5-liter engine that's delivering numbers to compete with 6 and 6.5-liter engines from GM and Chrysler. It's not all great though. The back seat is nearly useless, and the trunk is close at 11 awkward cubic feet here in the convertible. The steering is precise and direct, but it's nearly numb. And the whole thing feels every bit as heavy as its 3,800 pounds would indicate. It's thirsty too. The EPA rates the Mustang at 15 miles per gallon city and 25 highway for 19 combined, but I've barely been able to manage 16. The interior is plagued by the usual Mustang plasticitis, although better in this generation. And the new Sync 3 infotainment system that debuts in premium trims this year it's just not much of an upgrade. I mean, it functions better than the old system, but it still looks very dated, even in a Mustang. For the $48,000 walkaway price of this California Special, I want more. But you don't need to spend nearly $50,000 to have some Mustang fun. You can get into an EcoBoost Mustang for 25 grand or a GT for 32 and still go home with an independent rear suspension and 400 horsepower and torque. After 50 years, that's really what the Mustang has always done very well. Punch above its weight. Hey, thanks for watching. For more info on the 2016 Ford Mustang California Special, just click the link in the description and you can head over to CarGurus.com and read my full review. And don't forget to comment and subscribe to the channel for more great car reviews.